long before we start up the movement? How long we gon' keep letting them do us? How long before we start up the movement? How long we gon' keep letting them do us? How long before we say fuck this piece shit and grab them clappers? How long before we lose our voices shouting Black Lives Matter? How long we gon' keep letting them disrespect our president? How long we gon' keep letting them terrorize our residents? I'm sick of this shit, it's word to Bernie Mac. How long before we police ourselves, take our own streets back? How long for Uncle Tom here and hate on this shit? How long before they take a shot at me for making this shit? How long I gotta wait for justice for Josiah Shaw? How long we gotta fake it till we can take it and whack 'em all? How long we not gonna make these youngins pull their pants up? How long we gon' keep letting them shoot us down with our hands up? How long we gon' keep killing our own and making these streets hot? How long will what I say to you stay with you when the beat stop? How long's your attention span? How long you watch the news? You ain't down to shake shit up with the rebels for the cause? I ain't talking to you.
Good evening, everybody. Happy Sunday. Welcome to Provoked Thoughts Live. It's your boy, Mr. Provoked Thoughts, a.k.a. Provoked Thoughts, whatever you want to call me, man. You know, I want to welcome everybody who is coming in. Make sure that you're on your way. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, hit the notification button, do what you want to do just to make sure you get the information about it to everybody. So, they tried it again. One more time, try to take out Donald Trump. Fortunately, this time there was some, recon to attempt to, and actually successfully quelled somebody from actually getting a wide open shot on the former president of the United States, soon to be future president of the United States, Donald Trump. I have my thoughts and feelings about it for sure, and I will express those, as it comes along in conversation this evening about how I feel, what I think. We'll have that intelligent conversation. We go back and forth. We can do whatever. But, just to sum it up, I feel like that our media has shown us the level of control over the human mind over the past, I don't know, as long as I can remember, as long as I've been around, that they can control the thought process. If you see it on ABC and Ted Koppel told you, then it's true. If you hear it on the radio, it's got to be true. It's all of these things that they tell you. People have this trust in media. Where that falls into a level of problematic is what happens when the media that you listen to is absolutely corrupt. Using rhetoric and propaganda and things like that to go after one of their own American citizens. We've seen it done before. You can go back to Bill Cosby's case. You can go back to Harvey Weinstein's case, or whomever the hell they figure that they don't like. And then all of a sudden they're this big monster and this humongous threat, and they'll run that to people every single day over the news on different outlets and different places. And for the common sense, conscious mind, we can literally decipher this shit and know what is, shit from Shinola. That was one of my first ever episodes, the difference between shit and Shinola, which people have a problem with it seems. So when you tell somebody that a person's Hitler 1,000 times and they're actually stupid enough to look at a man and not see the man that was Hitler and actually deem him as such, then that's where our problems lie. We have, this saturation of information, incorrect, given to people that will snap at any point and do anything, or get linked up with the wrong individual and do anything. So we're sitting here and we got people out here that are literally glad and giggly and giddy over the fact that somebody has been shot at once, attempted to be shot at again, fortunately thwarted, and all you can think about is the stupid shit that you heard on NBC. It's a human being. It's a person with feelings. It's a person with a family. It's a person that got everything that you have and you want to hold and keep, maybe, unless you a childless cat lady. I'm a child. I have a child, but I'm a cat guy, so I'm not hating on you. But unless you just, you're lonely and you don't have anything else, then this is all that you can think about. This is not where we're supposed to be in this country. This is not what politics ever was or should be on a world stage where everybody can see us. Meanwhile, we got a candidate on the other side who, when you ask her a question, she goes into the theme of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. It's ridiculous. And it's absolutely hurtful to know and to have known in my heart that the last attempt was not going to be the last attempt. It hurts me to know it. It's literally, what in the world is going on? And, you can have your theories, you can have of who the person is. It's all yet to come out. It's all conjecture. Do I believe that this second individual was somebody that was literally sent? No. I think with a GoPro camera, he was thinking about getting his shots off and getting the hell away. Which Thomas Crooks wasn't thinking about getting away. He knew that shit was a suicide mission. You go into damn near the middle of a crowd almost and just start shooting and shit. Do you think you're going to get away? No, not happening. Get down from the roof and run and nobody's going to see your crazy ass running? No. Suicide mission. So we had a hell of a point. We've been here, but I think that people need to take gravity over what we're seeing here. In 2 months, we've had 2 debates and 2 assassination attempts. Because the candidate that they have is a shit show, because they had to blatantly cheat to where everybody and their mother could see it, and it didn't go the way that you thought it was. It's not the beatdown that you thought it was going to be. It's nothing that you thought it was going to be. Nothing that you thought it was going to be. Anything that you've tried has been nothing that is going to be. So I feel as if, I feel that there is responsibility on our media. It is responsibility on the Democratic Party for being assholes and constantly shoving empty rhetoric, lies, and bullshit in people's face. People with low IQs, low energy people that are absolutely out of this mind crazy. You don't see Republicans taking shots at people. But you see these left lunatics feeling like they want to be a hero doing it. And there's something wrong with that picture. It's absolutely something wrong. I at this point, fingers need to be pointed. Blame needs to be placed. This is absolutely horrible. Even though it doesn't have the feel, and I'm over here sweating and shit because I'm upset, but what happened? What happened to us, man? We fighting amongst each other. Meanwhile, other countries are plotting against us. We ripe for the pickings right now. It absolutely needs to stop. It's absolutely ridiculous. It absolutely needs to stop. I don't give a damn if you're a Democrat. I don't give a damn if you're a Republican, because I promise you, if this type of shit happens to Kamala Harris or Joe Biden, it will be a meltdown. And it would be blame, and it would be investigation. It would definitely be some arrests. You take it to the highest place you can go, Democrats. You do it. You would lock up people that didn't have a damn thing to do with it. You do it. So why is it that we can ask our questions? His wife is asking questions about the first one. So you mean to tell me now you want to put this man in a position where he can't even go outside in the backyard of his own shit? The fuck? What's up, noobs, man? Are you with me? I don't know if Noobs is with me. I don't know what the hell happened. He must have went outside or some shit knowing I was going to go on a rant. Well, I removed him from the stage again shit until he comes back. But anyhow, man, we are in one hell of a situation, man. One hell of a quagmire here, and you know, ever so quickly with this particular guy, details are coming out. It's funny how you can find out the details about this guy who actually made a freaking run for it, but you can't find out about this one guy that you was able to go ahead and take out. Interesting, 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 interesting. So while we wait on news to come back, we'll go ahead and get into some news and see what's going on.
Have the name of the suspect in custody. The FBI investigating what they say appears to be another attempted assassination on former President Trump. A live look at the scene. The suspect, named Ryan Wesley Routh, described as somewhat calm, not showing emotion as he was detained today. The former president is safe.
That's what crazy people do.
Tonight, all of this unfolding as he was golfing at his club in West Palm Beach, Florida, just a few hours ago. It was a Secret Service agent who spotted the threat hundreds of yards away.
They have an agent that jumps one hole ahead of time to where the president was at. And he was able to spot this rifle barrel sticking out of the fence and immediately engage that individual, at which time the individual took off.
Secret Service agents firing at the person with a gun. He fled, and take a look. This is what he left behind. An AK-47 style rifle with a scope, backpacks, as well as a GoPro you see there on the left attached to a chain link fence. It appears that the suspect wanted to record the attempt on the former president's life. Now, Ryan Wesley Routh allegedly getting away in an SUV, but a witness spotted his car and plates as he drove off. This crucial information ultimately leading to Routh being taken into custody in a near.
You need to protect that dude at all times. Protect that guy. Sheesh. That's crazy. Somebody was actually able to get the plates. Good Lord.
By county. No word yet on what charges he will face. But strikingly, this is just over 2 months since another attempt on the former president's life. And that was July 13th when a shooter shot Trump at a rally in Butler, Pennsylvania. And now another attempt on his life thwarted today, thanks to that incredible spotting by Secret Service and that witness seeing something and immediately reporting it in West Palm Beach at the former president's own golf club. Now, News Nation senior national correspondent Brian Denton, just about 20 miles away right now from where Routh was taken into custody. And Brian, I know you've been speaking with your law enforcement sources today. What do we know about Routh? Do we know if he's talking right now?
What I've been told, Natasha, is that initially he was not talking. You mentioned it. He showed no emotion. And he was not answering any questions from police initially. Whether that has changed in the last hour or so, we don't know. But we are outside the golf club right now. Trump's golf club is behind me. This is where the shooting happened. It was 1:30 this afternoon. That is when law enforcement officials say that one of the Secret Service agents responsible for securing the golf course while former President Trump was out golfing spotted this gunman in the bushes. It's a very, very wooded area along the fence line. So the Secret Service agent spots him with an AK-47, and the AK-47 pointing through the fence, pointing towards President Trump. President Trump was just 300 to 500 yards away. So we're told the Secret Service agent immediately starts shooting at the gunman. Okay, we don't believe that the gunman was able to fire off any shots, but the Secret Service immediately shoots at the gunman and he takes off. He leaves, you see the pictures there. He leaves his AK-47. He leaves those tiles in a backpack up against the fence. It appears he was using tiles there that he had hung almost as a shield in case he got shot at. So he takes off, he gets into a Nissan, and he's on the run. Now, the lucky thing is, and you mentioned it, is that there was a witness who saw all of this go down and saw him get in the car and go on the run and was able to write down his license plate number and immediately called police and gave them the license plate number. I'm told that law enforcement put that license plate number into a database and that a short time later in Martin County, which is about 20 miles from where I am, a license plate reader picked up the suspect's license plate. Martin County Sheriff sends out his deputies. They're able to pull him over really with no issue at all. He doesn't fight back. He doesn't show emotion. He doesn't answer questions, but they get him in custody. And then they actually bring the witness, Natasha, who got the license plate and saw him get in the car. They bring that witness over so that he can identify the gunman face to face and make sure that this is the right person. And that's when they were able to take him into custody. Again, the name from our law enforcement source is Ryan Wesley Routh. In terms of, what led up to this, motive,
yeah,
that kind
and
of thing,
Brian,
all of it's still under investigation.
I want to talk about motive with you in just a moment, and any other details we're learning about him. But I want to bring us this breaking information. Our desk here at News Nation just sending this out. Reportable that Routh was convicted in 2002 of possessing a weapon of mass destruction. This is according to online North Carolina Department of Adult Correction records.
Wait.
The record's not.
Whoa. Now that right there was a doozy. I didn't see that one coming. A weapon of mass destruction. So he one of those. He one of those, and now he's trying to get his claim to fame from video and shooting former President Donald Trump. Wow, everybody. Wow.
Providing any further details about that case. But again, 2002, possessing a weapon of mass destruction. He was convicted of that. This is the first sort of fleshed out information we're hearing about any sort of prior records, if this man was known to law enforcement before this. But, Brian, is there anything else that we are learning about a motive, suspect's age, where he lives at this time?
Well, we know they're going over his social media right now, and I spoke with the state attorney who we're going to have live on in the hour. Later on in the hour, who said that they were in the process of securing search warrants for his car, for all of his electronic devices. You imagine they want to go through the phone, they want to go through the computers, also trying to secure a search warrant for his residence. Where that is at this point, we have not been told. But that is a big development that you just said, Natasha, the fact that he has a serious criminal history. I mean, that's a serious charge from 2022. I guess not terribly shocking when you consider what he did out here at the golf club behind me, and came very, very close to being able to kill former President Trump. Again, the former president was just 300 to 500 yards from where this man was set up and had his gun sticking through the fence.
Yeah, that is such a good point, Brian. And thanks for watching. Go to.
Wow, G. So you got a rap sheet, huh?
Yeah, so what do we got to do now? We got to either, because it's coming, the whole outlaw AK-47 things. I say outlaw the GoPro, man.
Oh, man. So get rid of that fucking camera.
Yeah, the AK-47 didn't make him do it. It was the GoPro that made him do it.
But you know what, man?
15 minutes of fame.
But there has to be an extreme level of disdain and hatred
and cuckoo.
Yeah, it's a cocktail.
Yeah.
Of it's Trump derangement syndrome, man.
Yeah, man.
It's just people are literally deranged by the very, very thought of this man. And like I said, the reason that I have for this in my mind, and pretty much anybody that I've kind of listened to today, that I listen to on a normal basis, and I was switching it up. It's the media, man.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying outlaw the GoPro. Because dude, you knew no matter what happened, live or die, this guy knew that he was going to go down in infamy.
I'm talking about raw first person footage.
Yep, that's what he wanted.
He had it all set up. It was like he had his camera angled and probably where he wanted to. Oh my goodness, man.
Yep. And so, all of those clowns, I'm talking clowns in Congress, clowns in the media and everything else, talk about hassling conservatives outside of restaurants and, at their places of business and their homes, they are the ones that are ultimately responsible. And I'm talking about, Auntie, what's her name from California? You know,
Auntie, what's her name? Okay.
yeah, I know. I'm doing a Niecy tonight, man. Getting a brain fart on. Of course, I'm terrible with names anyway. Uh, yeah, California representative. Let me look it up here.
Hello, Miss April Showers. How you doing? What is up? What is up? Shout out to everybody that's in the chat, man. My boy Muse Black is in here. I ain't seen him in here in a month of Sundays. My man Denzel. We got, the young conservative, which of course you know who that is. That's old Yellow Beezy in here. And anybody else. Like I said, if you want to come in and chat about it, I just put the live stream link in the chat. So if you want to come and just talk about it, because it gets real deep, and I'm gonna probably get into some shit, man, noobs tonight that you might not want to really get into, but we're gonna get into it, because it just has to happen. I like that. Your picture on your little stream yard say "Bad Man R. Kelly" from the.
Hey, man, you already know, man.
Just aft, okay?
The baddest motherfucking in the industry.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shit, you speak up for him, you might carry your ass to jail. I've seen it happen so many times. Oh goodness. My goodness.
Hey, take me there, shit.
Hey, Miss April Showers, how you feeling tonight?
Hey, it was me. I'm laying in bed. I've been gone. Like, really? What is happening right now? Why are they trying to unalive this man?
Well, it's simple. He is the person who is supposed to be doing what he's doing, and they know it. They know that the debate after further review.
They know they can't control him.
After further review and all of the things that are coming out about this debate situation, it's even worse than Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Hey, he's not going to do what they want him to do.
It's even worse. So you find out that they had to do all of this shit in order to swing a debate in somebody's face.
I know.
Okay.
I know. 3 against 1.
Yeah, 3 against
3
1.
against 1.
No fact checks. No nothing. She lied a bunch of times.
Nothing that heifer said. Nothing. Nothing. Yeah.
And Lindsay, I'm sorry. And Lindsay and
go ahead.
I can't. I really don't.
Yeah, and it's amazing to me that people don't really understand that the reason why all the efforts are being thwarted because there's a higher power involved in this. They don't even get that part. They don't even get that part. You keep trying shit and it don't work. You tried everything besides kidnap his family, and I hope y'all don't do that shit. Go ahead. Oh, you breaking up a little bit on me.
Yeah, you running over your mic. You got to bring your voice way down.
Yeah, just
bring it down. He's the only president that has mentioned God in years.
Yeah. I say that a lot. I actually say that a lot. And you look at the Democratic Party and what they represent, the things that they want to do, and a lot of it is a direct representation.
It's everything.
It's demon shit.
Everything. But you know what? I'm gonna tell y'all. I really think, when now they all done took secret documents home and all of this stuff.
Yep.
Trump got some stuff.
Trump got some
stuff on these folks, and it's a mess.
They're willing to kill him for it.
But it's going to come out.
So if you really want to be honest about it, this is the third assassination attempt because the first one was the raid at Mar-a-Lago. When they raided Mar-a-Lago, they was hoping that they would have somebody engaged, and they would have shot everybody in that place. That was the first attempt. He just happened to not be there. He got a tip off. So this is attempt number 3, and you absolutely right. He's going to release the Epstein flight logs and everything. So they know that their ass is grass. He ain't got to really do nothing legally to him but release the logs, and it's over for a bunch of them.
And he also needs to release about the people involvement in surviving R. Kelly.
I mean, I'm sure he may get to that. I hope so. I just feel like that if he truly,
you better preach, my brother, because they got my brother. R. Kelly
because,
is our personal friend.
Because I truly, the thing about it is what everything that gets me started with this and everything that got me started with just even having a podcast, I realized that they playing games with us, man. They literally used R. Kelly as a guinea pig experiment so they could try to put a RICO on a president.
A political pawn.
Right. So he's a political prisoner, honestly. Mm-hmm. Because, and it's gotten to the point now that I hear more people talk about, man, he's still in jail. What's going on? I'm like, y'all don't realize that y'all didn't defend this man, and the whole sector got blown apart because of, that's the reason why he's sitting in the clinker right now.
Yeah, it's a lot of several people in Hollywood that wanted him out.
Absolutely, but the thing about it is that they use these things to set legal precedents. And when you set a legal precedence of that nature, it causes for them to be able to do whatever the hell they want to. They knew what they was doing. They knew exactly what they were doing. They did exactly the same thing to Trump. They demonized, tried to take his money, all type of crap. I mean, you just have to pay attention to what's really going on here. It's a formula. It's a playbook. They've been using it for the past decade. And now it's gotten to the point that where they've done it so horrifically to this man that he's marked. They got him marked out here. It's almost like they got a bounty on him. Mm-hmm. It's almost as if they got a bounty on him. And it's simply due to the media. The media and the rhetoric, existential threat, Hitler, and all of this foolishness. Like I said, they sat there and they called R. Kelly a monster at least 150 times a day on television.
Yeah. But it was all well manufactured anyway. And they already had this plan. They had these secret meetings, planning shit, and they just take it in the bowl, wrap it up.
They called Donald Trump a monster. They called Bill Cosby, Jeffrey Epstein. Anybody that they don't like becomes this monster, the boogeyman, the worst person, public enemy number one. And this is what they do to us. This is what they do to us as American people. They can demonize you at any point. At any point. It doesn't matter whether you're innocent or guilty. They can demonize you at any point. Mm-hmm. They can make you look horrible.
Our people are so messed up, right? So if you hate R. Kelly so much, you should not even be watching The Breakfast Club. Charlemagne the God is a rapist.
Right.
But everybody flocks to him still. See, we hypocrites. If you standing for something, everybody should be in that bowl. So if you don't like R. Kelly, you say he did this to young girls. Why are y'all watching The Breakfast Club?
Okay.
Black people are so hypocritical.
Let's take it there. If you want to be honest about it, Tupac was a convicted rapist.
Yep.
That went to jail for the shit. But when How Do You Want It come on, don't nobody say shit. When California Love come on, or Dear Mama, don't nobody say shit. So, you people sit here and they want to, pick and choose who they want to be pissed off at. Pick and choose who you want to be pissed off at and just let that be the reason. But when it comes to this particular situation right here, I blame Charlemagne the God. I blame the people on ABC. I blame Joy Reid, Morning Joe, that lady Lindsay Davis, David Muir. I blame Kamala Harris. I blame Joe Biden. I blame all of these people for building up this atmosphere claiming that they're all about unity and all of this, but they never give anybody on our side or on any other side a fair shake but their own. And then they have the nerve to tell people that, oh, they're all about themselves. And that's the ridiculous part about it all. I mean, how can every time you see Donald Trump, he's literally doing something for somebody else. Literally. But yet he's all about himself. Oh, it's just a political ploy. Oh, this and oh, that. Because you are a piece of shit. Because you have not called the 13 people of the Gold Star families that families died in Afghanistan that you botched. Because you haven't went to see Laken Riley's family or anybody whose family has gotten killed by an illegal migrant. But you point the finger at this man when he's doing everything he can to show you that he's an American.
Yes.
Everything to show you that he has a heart.
Mm-hmm.
And you constantly try to dehumanize this person. Constantly. And you never show anything good that he's done. 98% negative footage. Anything that he does nice, he supposedly has an angle, but you all do nothing nice. I don't see you at no charity events. I see you at events where people are lauding over you and kissing your ass. That's what I see. But I don't see you going and knocking on the door of somebody who lost their people. You ain't mentioned Corey Comparator. You ain't mentioned none of that shit. When he actually brought up the assassination in the debate, these bastards was like, oh, we got to move on. There's more stuff to talk about. The man got shot probably because of the shit you've been saying.
Mm-hmm.
Not even probably, definitely.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Stupid motherfucker.
What was you saying?
Oh, my bad, I cut you off, Derek. You keep going.
No, go ahead. Do your thing. I was ready to stop.
Yeah, man. You know, you got like from that assassination, you still got some people out here still saying it was staged. Like, how the fuck that shit was staged, man? A person lost their life.
People are saying this one was staged.
Yeah, I see it on the Shade Room, man, because, you know, I can't stand the Shade Room. I don't want to
Shade Room. The Shade Room is bought and paid for by the Democrats.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
But these are people, I mean, when you say, you know, how can they think this? It's because they live in their basements and they watch the Matrix trilogy over and over and over.
I mean, it's just stupid, man. Like, how you want to sit there and say this shit? Like, knowing this stuff it's a hit on this man.
And, you know, the Hollywood does control the Democrats. So we're all not surprised here.
Well, the Democrats control Hollywood.
Yeah. It's a share controlment kind of thing, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. Imagine Republicans control Hollywood. See how that'll turn out. But we all know that will never happen.
Man, all right, well, I really don't want this man.
And I'm telling you, they know that if he wins, it's over.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Kels will begin now.
Can
I say one more thing? The thing they got doing with R. Kelly is going to affect the Democrats' political process.
Right. Yep.
Do you think that it's really in the forefront of that many people's minds?
Of what?
Of R. Kelly, because I mean, explain that thing that you just said. Explain what you mean.
The political process, you know, as far as, you know, Democrats' policies and, you know, how the Democrats wanted to do this, because, you know, the Democrats, they bought and paid Me Too, the times of the Mute R. Kelly movements.
Black Lives Matter, all of that.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Right. Now, I think I get what you're saying. I think I get what you're saying, but I actually think that it's the opposite, because I think that the R. Kelly situation is a reflection of how the Democrats want it to be.
Definite reflection.
You know what I'm saying? Do what we say, not what we do. And if we call you out, then, you know, that's just that. You know, we are We are they, them, and us. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
Yeah.
that's money right there.
And yeah,
And at the same time,
you got to shout to spend fun.
and these are the same people is the reasons why we don't hear about R&B no more. We don't hear about R&B soul or neo soul. You don't really hear much about R&B today.
Yeah. Well,
Mm-mm.
and just to tie it into to current events, because it's right there in your face. I mean, it's pretty obvious to anybody who's even been watching part of the YSL trial anymore. Young Thug didn't do it. So why are we still sitting here?
Right.
Man, I don't understand. They've been going on this shit, but like how long? 3 years or something.
Yeah.
And they still
on
got
trial?
like 100
Won't let
witnesses or something like that they want to call.
Because
Yeah,
somebody
let that shit go. Like they can't
somebody
find
wants.
nothing.
You know why? Because somebody wants them to go away.
But
Yeah.
you ain't got no
Yeah.
witnesses. You ain't got no witnesses to
Yeah,
the murder. To the
because
murder.
it's personal for Fannie Willis.
Yeah.
That's why we are here.
Yeah, it's a personal vendetta that she got against.
Yup.
Let's keep in mind Hollywood is controlling R. Kelly's prison sentencing. If y'all really think about Hollywood, it says all in each part of Hollywood played a major role in getting R. Kelly framed.
Mm-hmm. Along with what they did with Bill Cosby.
Right.
Yeah, remember that.
All right. For a minute, y'all, let's stick to what we're here for.
All right, let's go.
Let's stick to that. Now, when it comes down to these assassination attempts, and it's tying out into everything because just feel me, and it comes to the media and their viciousness. I need to know from you guys, how do you feel at this point in your life about the state of mainstream media in America? And we'll start.
My opinion has not changed since yesterday.
Well, we know you think they're shit. I think they're shit. I kind of feel like Yellow Beezy. So we're going to leave it to Denzel. Shit. How you feel about that, man?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I don't really pay attention to mainstream media because most of it is always bullshit.
So Denzel.
Yeah, me too.
So and it's crazy because as much as I've watched Fox News and I watch certain people, I started watching different people. And some of these people are dicks too.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, wait a minute, motherfucker, you supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? What are you doing? What are you even saying?
Network.
I mean, now I give them credit for being even-handed a little bit, but don't repeat the BS.
And not just that.
Right.
The number one thing that I think Fox News is guilty of is just the stuff that they just won't talk about.
Right.
And so because I think that they do a better job of, keeping it, like to the facts kind of thing. They're definitely more accurate than CNN and MSDNC and all that, who just sit over there and give you opinion pieces and spit lies. So I do think that they're more accurate. And actually, the best show on Fox is actually, what is it, The Five?
Oh man, The Five is awesome. Because they murder any liberal that comes on the panel. Every day.
Yeah.
Like, every single day.
Like just Harlow, for example.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean, but the insanity of what we're seeing when it comes to excuse me. When water went down the wrong pipe. A former president, okay, I would have had to pause for a longer time if it was that. But a former president, somebody who has actually made a positive change in the nation. And the only reason why we didn't get to the precipice of what he was even doing is because they threw a pandemic at us. It was twofold. It was to scare the shit out of us, and the reason why, and to interfere with an election. And then on top of all of that, people would say free and fair election. My ass. You had people scared to come out of the house, but at the same time, you had riots and shit going on every freaking where. Which I'm confused. If can't nobody be in the house, well, outside of the house, and now we got everybody rioting and they can do whatever the heck they want to do. What are you doing? So we're literally in duress, and you were blaming all of this, everything that was happening on the Trump administration.
That part right there, I couldn't understand.
Everything that happened. Even George Floyd damn near got blamed on Trump like he was on the man's neck. I mean, if you just go back and look at it, absolutely ridiculous. Meanwhile, we had a president that was willing to do press conferences every single day and go into the media scrum room and answer questions. What president do you know has ever been in the media scrum room answering questions from anyone? Anyone?
Not one.
Anyone? Anybody?
Not one.
I mean, when? I mean, we have never seen it, but we had one that did. Obama didn't do it.
Nope. Bush didn't do it either.
George Bush didn't do it.
Yep. None
Junior
of them.
or senior. The only, and you know what? I've watched some of their interviews. I actually have been back and I've watched all the interviews from at least one president. Besides from the 70s, from every president I can remember. Jimmy Carter, from what I heard, he was a mess in interviews and shit too. But
I believe it.
I've watched a lot of Ronald Reagan.
Yeah,
Ronald Reagan was one of the most genuine people you could probably ever listen to.
I've been listening to a few of his speeches.
That you could ever listen to. Like the common sense thinking and the spiritual grounding that he displayed was kind of unprecedented. It was like, wow, he's really talking about something that makes some freaking sense. And they did things behind the scenes and behind his back with the Iran-Contra deal and the CIA moving around and all of that stuff. Making stuff happen and causing an epidemic in the country. That he knew nothing about, I believe. So, basically,
that's why they tried to kill him.
That's why they tried to kill him too. It's crazy that I'm sitting up here even having a conversation there. Damn, they was trying to shoot Trump again on a Sunday. It's crazy that we sitting up here talking about this type of shit. And people putting posts up, oh man, damn, they should have let him shoot him. Or oh damn, it was a hoax again.
Right.
You so out of touch with reality, you think everything is a hoax. How about somebody fire a couple rounds at your ass and you see if it's a hoax? How about that shit?
Right.
Oh, it was a hoax. Dude was blanks. When that hot lead hit your ass, it's not a hoax. It's not a joke. So for all you bastards out there who revel in and actually are relishing and wishing death on him, it's a nice, warm ass place in hell for you. And that's just keeping it all the way funky. What you wish on somebody else is gonna come on your ass. And that's a fact. There ain't no other way to put the shit.
They said,
ain't no other way to put it, fellas. I mean,
they said karma.
It's karma. Everybody been getting their little karma lately too.
Fannie Willis finna get all of hers in a minute. Out here lying. Me and old boy don't talk no more. Okay. Y'all rolling up on the rest scenes and shit together on the weekend. Okay.
We got you now.
And they dropped them 2 charges against Trump in Georgia.
Yeah, the game's
that
up.
probably triggered it too.
Hey, the game's up, man. Shoot.
I mean, all of these trials were emotional. And the only reason why, the main reason why Donald Trump was able to thwart all of this shit, and just to be honest with you, is because his money is about as long could get. He got the best attorneys that probably money could probably buy.
Mm-hmm.
And they know how to do what they do. And people can get mad all they want to. Oh, he's stalling and delaying. Well, they shouldn't have put that shit in the court system when you could.
Exactly.
Because if I'm on the pathway to fucking jail, I'm gonna try to delay it as much as I damn can. The hell you mean? I ain't ready yet. I ain't ready to go. Shit, I gotta go to the bathroom first. Any fucking thing. To anything. And you got people's girl out here, and it's so crazy because I still don't understand how somebody could sit up here with a straight face and tell me that they voted for Kamala Harris simply because we need to give a black person a chance. And I'm like, damn, we gave Barack Obama a chance. We didn't even know who this fool was, and we gave him 8 years. And now we're gonna try to do it again?
No. We can't.
Black people.
I don't give a damn if she was purple, man. I don't give a damn if she was an animal. I don't give a shit what color this woman is. Listen to her talk. Every single time they ask her a question about what she's going to do, she breaks out into the theme of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Pandering again.
But see, I was born in the middle class, and they like to cut the grass in the neighborhood, and it was just love and all this. What are you going to do? Didn't nobody ask you your damn life story? What are you going to do?
Yeah, but they was asking regarding economy or inflation.
What are you going to do? He didn't ask you your address. He didn't ask you where the hell you lived when you was a child. He didn't ask you them damn congeniality beauty pageant ass answers. What the hell did you hear what he asked you?
Yeah. Did you speak in pudding?
If that's like somebody asking me, well, damn, can I, just any random question, can you take me to the grocery store or some shit like that? And then I just go on a motherfucking rant about, well, me and my girl got into an argument and shit. And guess what she said? And la 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 la. And so what you think about that? And you ain't answer shit. I asked you a question, you didn't answer it. She has not answered one question. And the problem and the reason why this shit is happening because immediately after that debate, they got to talking about them fake ass earrings she had in her fucking ear.
Man.
They found out that old girl was her soror. They done found out as of today that it's a man out here with recordings of these people saying how they were going to do all of this shit to tip the scales of the debate. So yeah, they like, oh shit, we got to try to shoot this motherfucker again. But this time I'm like, but my thing is, who knew that he was gonna be there? Who knew? I'm just glad that the Secret Service was a hole ahead, or whatever the hell. Cause sheesh, some of the wildest shit I've ever seen, man. And it makes no sense. It's like it makes no sense to me that people are sitting here feeling happy about it. And saying, well, it's just a fact of life, right? Obviously, it's a sad fact of life, you dumbasses. Just because it's a fact of life don't mean it's a good one. Cancer is a fact of life. Heart attacks are a fact of life, but that don't mean that death is a fact of life. So that doesn't necessarily make it good. But these people are, well, you said it was a fact of life. Look, he said that, but it's a damn shame that he should have to say it. And that's the problem. People have an issue with the truth. The truth is hurting. The truth is actually hurting people, right? Hurting people's feelings. I didn't want to hear that. That's why people don't even want to hear that they fucking fat. You're fat, damn it. You're fat as hell, and you need to stop before you hurt yourself. Have you ever seen any old ass, real old fat people? No, you have not. Straight up. I mean, you ain't seen no old fat motherfucker like a 90-year-old overweight fat 500-pounder. Where? Show me. And you're like, pull it up on the internet. Do something. Show me. Because I don't know. If you can show me that, I'll shut up. Show me. I'm telling you, one of y'all pull that shit up and show me somebody fat as hell that made it to motherfucking 75 years old. Shit, and if you do, it's rare. But people don't want to hear that shit. They don't want to hear that the fucked up shit that they doing right in front of your face is fucked up and offensive. You get offended by everything, but the most offensive things that can be done, you feel like you can do them all out in the open because that's your lifestyle. Fuck you. Fuck your lifestyle. You're fat. Tell the truth. Stop lying. I cannot live my life lying about shit just to make somebody else feel good. And that's where the Democratic, they want to lie to you to make you feel good, give you food stamps and shit that for a lot of people, and not all, but a lot of people, to make them docile. A lot of people just feel like that they can just sit on that shit for the rest of their fucking life. Those are the people that I got a problem with. And, well, he gonna make you a slave. Your ass is sitting at the crib, not doing shit, wasting your life away, and he gonna turn me into a motherfucking slave. You are already a slave. Let alone even worse, you a prisoner in your own circumstances. And it's a lot of people out there that's on that.
Mm-hmm. No,
There's a lot of people that's on that. A lot of people. Hold on, y'all. Y'all talk amongst y'all.
Oh man, they try to take Trump out once again. There's some wicked ass people out here.
And then what gets me, I can't stand when I hear people saying, well, I don't like Trump.
Yo, yeah, because I don't know who wants him gone because it's too much.
So what, does it really matter you like him or not? Like, damn.
I mean, well, you already know who want him gone. We already know that. And people need to really understand that now that you know, you can't unknow it. You can't let them tell you shit different. It's done happened 2 times in 2 damn months. What the hell you mean you don't know? What the hell?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's what some people saying, but we all know it's the Obamas and the Clintons.
It's obvious at this point what's going on.
Yeah.
It's obvious with all the sneaky, underhanded, backhanded bullshit that's going on with these people and getting unfair advantages at every turn. If you got to cheat to win, you ain't no winner. You just a loser that got the trophy. On a level playing field, you ain't gonna win. Mm-hmm. You can't win. And like I said, after all that shit started coming out with that debate with Kamala, it's worse than Joe Biden. You needed all this fucking help. Shit. At least Joe Biden went out there without all that shit.
Yep. And this is why Kamala didn't want to do the debate on Fox, because she wanted to be on a show with her sorority sister. Like, yo, I need to give my.
She didn't want to get fact checked.
And the woman who controls ABC. It's so crazy. This whole industry is controlled by women nowadays.
People talk about, oh, he got whooped. No, he got jumped, bro. It's a difference. It's a difference. Hey, yo, young Jeff, man, what's up, bro? Where you at, Jeff? I know you got to get to that mute button somehow. You on the road or whatever. But yeah, man, it's like, and make sure everybody over here, you go over to my man Jeff's new podcast, Voices for the Voiceless. I was listening to it early, very, very profound, man. He talking about a lot. You know, he hitting us over the head with some real talk, which is what needs to be done. So everybody within the sound of my voice and everybody who do the rewind, go over to his channel and get them together. Like, share, subscribe. For real. We got to bring each other up in this game. What's going on, Jeff? You unmuted. I know you there, brother. You kind of muted. You sound like somebody underwater. Hey.
Okay, you can hear me now?
Yeah, what's up, Ken Folk?
Man, what's going on, bro? You already know, man, Midwest representing. You know what I'm saying, man? Man, peace and blessings for both thoughts, everybody on the panel, in the chat.
You too, sir.
Y'all can hear me clearly?
So
yes, sir.
I hear you real good.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. That's good, man. I'm still learning the equipment, bro.
It's something else, man. If you need to, man, tap my line and we'll go over some shit.
Yeah, because you know what I think happened? Why I didn't have any comments available. I think that because we have readjusted the live, and maybe Mika may have set it to available for children. So when you do that, it disabled the comments. So I think that's when I went back and looked at everything. But yeah, man, I appreciate you going live and tapping in on this because we living in a society that is very concerning now. Where we have someone that is trying to save this country, and we're having so much resistance from someone that's really just trying to help. Because make no mistake, this brother don't have to be doing what he's doing, and I'm talking about Donald Trump. He could be, purchase his own island and take him and his family and be about it here and leave the rest of us behind.
Right.
And he's putting his life on the line for his country. Because if Kamala Harris is able to secure the presidential seat, we probably won't have a damn country in 4 years. Let's be honest about that. The policies that she's trying to implement is detrimental to every American citizen, whether they realize it or not. Opening up these borders the way that she has, trying to replace us as a second citizen just to get a vote. I mean, what won't these Democrats do to secure their position of power? We've seen in mid-shift in a election, a Manchurian candidate be emerged in a Kamala Harris just to secure an election. And I'm very concerned to see how they're going. But, one thing that I have concern about is, are they going to cheat in this election? But I think Trump and his administration is ahead of that curve. That's why he has the administration that he has assembled in a Tulsi Gabbard, in a RFK, in a Elon Musk, and others that are watching this in real time. This assassination attempt, in my opinion, is a warning from the deep state. It's a warning from the bureaucrats. And when I say that, I'm talking about politicians that are in the background that are not listed, but are funding the politicians that are listed. In other words, there are people in unseen forces behind the screen, so to speak, that are pulling the strings like Wizard of Oz, that pay these people like Kamala Harris, that pay these salaries for these politicians to perpetuate their agenda. And Trump is not playing by their rules, and he's standing firm on what he's standing on, and that is for the people. So that means he ate a bullet for America. So why wouldn't we want him to be someone that's fearless to represent America? I just I'm gonna rest that right there, man. I don't want to be long winded, but I appreciate coming up.
Oh man, you can talk however the hell long you want to, my nigga.
Yeah, he's not gonna. Yeah, he's not gonna do what they want him to do.
Yeah.
So this is why they're pissed off.
And you know what? Just to be perfectly honest, man, it's like it's so disheartening to me, man. I'm sitting up here trying to watch some football, bro, and that come across my phone. Like, oh man, for real, this is what we doing. Man, it's sad that people can't pick up on it. Now, this weekend I had an impromptu cookout. A couple of my cousin and I came into town with her husband. I've been knowing them for years, and all of that. So we sit down and we talking about shit, and of course, the political sphere comes up because it's something to talk about. Now, he's a blind Kamala Harris supporter, and I had to lift the veil off of him by using some hood theology, because sometimes you got to take it straight to the streets. You can't allow for a person to just sit there and give you a bunch of bullshit. and so he was like, well, man, she black, so I feel like we need to go ahead and give somebody black a chance. Okay. I'm like, okay, cool. All right, cool. Let's just say that. I'm like, now you like to play 2K and you like to go get your fresh fades and shit. And let's just say you got this person, that ain't never really, cut your hair before. Or the last, and then they mess around and get you in the chair and cut your hair and fuck your lining up. Are you gonna give that person a second chance at your head?
Hell no.
Mess around looking like Mr. Clean.
I'm like, furthermore, you play 2K. I'm like, furthermore, you play 2K. Let's talk basketball. Let's just say you got 5 seconds left on the clock and you trailing by 2. Are you gonna put that last son of a bitch on the bench out there and throw him the ball? I mean, they've been on the team. You seen them, they've been on the team. But they ain't been doing shit. But you go ahead and get a fool with the 10-day contract a shot.
Oh man, better take that shot yourself.
Bruh, I'm like, nah, we need Jordan on the court, man. You got to be kidding me.
We need Bird on the court. What you talking about?
I'm not finna put Scalabrine out there, what I'm saying, with the game on the line and trust him like that unless he wide open.
No, shoot.
Wide open. But I'm like, but I see that you'll pick the little slow kid that don't nobody else pick in the park. When you're playing basketball, you're gonna give the little nigga a chance and you're gonna lose. just because you need to give somebody a chance. This is not a situation in life that you need to just be giving somebody a chance. I need qualifications. I don't need for you to every time somebody asks your ass a question, you go into the theme song for the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I don't need that in my life, bro. You listen to her on the interview and see if she don't go into some spiel about her life story and how she came the hell up. And we talking about the economy. I don't give a shit about, bro, Jeff, Denzel, D-Map, all y'all. I don't give a shit about what happened. You talking about we ain't going back. Why the hell is we going back into your past? Why are we hear about this? Your life as an Indian child. Why we gotta hear about this shit?
What difference does it make?
You grew up middle class. You need to be talking to the niggas that grew up broke.
Man.
I don't give a damn because I didn't grow up middle class. I grew up in the belly of the beast, in the midst of poverty and confusion and bullshit. So you need to talk to this. You need to talk to this dude.
I swear.
I don't be talking about I grew up middle class. I just got middle class 6 fucking years ago. Kiss my ass.
Bro, that'd be so. It's so insulting. The pandering is so insulting that this lady does.
Middle class.
Sad.
And people, I'm so surprised that people our people don't catch it. It's like she's insulting you she's playing in your face.
You ain't talking. Right. You ain't talking to the person that was in the store with their mama and embarrassed and ready to leave because she broke out a book of food stamps. You're not talking to them.
Especially the females, man.
When you talking about you grew up middle class, ain't no middle class person nowhere.
Mm-mm.
Hey, I pay cash for every damn thing I get now. Shit, I was a kid and I'm like, man, this shit sucks. People giving you crazy looks and shit.
Like
because and now that you think about it, it's like, damn, you ain't even go. I'm right here. You ain't gonna even say thank you for the money that I gave you for your food. at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you hate to think like that, and that was kind of like a little ribbon, little joke, because people like to take shit and be like, oh my God, look, ain't nobody got time for you sitting up here talking about you from the fucking middle class when there's people out here right now, black, white, Mexican, broke.
Man.
And you ain't and if you listen to that debate, what type of numbers did she even quote in there? Don't worry, I'll wait, because she didn't have no numbers, no type of digits to give you as far as anything that's going on, any plans, any billions or trillions of dollars that's going to be saved or spent.
It's
just some stupid ass stories.
Stupid ass Barack Obama style stories. Because if you ever really if you ever noticed anything about Barack Obama, where was the numbers when his ass was talking? They asked him a question. Let me tell you a story about a lady. She was homeless.
Homeless one time.
The fuck? What they got? And I started. Yeah.
They asked a specific question. What are you going to present that is different from Joe Biden? That was it. She went into talking about her growing up middle class and all. You did not even answer the question in this 5-minute theatrical that you've given us, this autobiography that you given us. You didn't even touch on what is the difference, because it ain't no difference between you and the administration that you are currently a part of.
She has no numbers. No numbers, bro. I'm like, she ain't got no numbers for you. At least Trump gonna give you some math to play with.
Yeah,
I'm serious. Don't he give you? And then she went and tried to talk about the people from the college that he went to said that his shit was fucked up. He was like, look, I went to that college and I went there. I graduated from there. What are you talking about? Now on the flip side of that, he baited her. But you ain't finna keep on. Look, see, what people don't understand, I feel like Donald Trump got a little bit of black in him for real. Because it's only so much that the motherfucker can take, before your ass just flash. And it's like he was taking that shit for a second, but then when she stabbed him with that rally shit, he like, bitch, wait a minute. You got to use AI. You got to use all this extra shit in order to even make it seem like you got a rally. You ain't talking about nothing. You stealing my shit. You stealing my lyrics. It's crazy because it's that you got some damn polyester right here in Kamala. You trying to pass that shit off as silk, man. And it's
man.
It's like
over there biting. That's what we call biting.
It's like you gonna jack the man's style and everything, and it's like people is acting like they can't even see it, and that's what kind of really drives me wild, because your hatred is so ungodly for a person that you can't see that he got jumped in the debate. Oh, she kicked his ass while 2 motherfuckers held him down.
Literally.
Right.
Shit.
Check it out, bro.
Hey,
let Jeff get one in real quick.
That was that whole debate. Basically, if you look at her mannerism, she's a fan. She's a huge Donald Trump fan. You could tell how she just looked. She was looking at him. That was the highlight of her career, being able to debate Donald Trump on the world stage. And she was just so happy for her career. Donald Trump is trying to save the country. He's dead serious. And you over here just in la la land, like, oh, I'm debating Donald Trump. No,
but if you notice, Joe Biden was told to look at him a lot, but he was looking crazy. She was looking crazy as hell too, because it was like, I know when she lying, because when she whispering that's not true and all that extra shit, she definitely lying. I'm like, yeah, he got your ass with that one. But the way that they played it, man, they asked her a question, and then she caused him to go into this rant about the border where he was talking about eating the cats and damn dogs. And she never answered the freaking question. But then they turned around and asked her what was her comments on what he said. I'm like, that's clear cheating, bro. I'm like, she sit up here and baited him into some bull crap, and y'all went right along with it. Y'all messy motherfuckers. Messy as hell. And then the thing about it is, now that people have started to have rewatched it and broke this shit down and analyzed it, and she didn't do as well as what people thought she did, and the word salad was being tossed all over the fucking place with lettuce, tomatoes, eggs, and cheese and shit, and ranch dressing, and now she all fucked up. She don't even know. She like, oh shit. Hell yeah, she didn't win that debate. I didn't think she won it in the beginning. I felt like that they was jumping them.
Yeah, this is what she did. She put on a hell of a performance. She's a hell of an actress. What she did was more. She showed more confidence than people anticipated. So, on the surface of watching it the first time, I had to go back my damn self, because I'm like, damn, she's doing great. But it's no substance to what she's saying. When you go back and, like you said, analyze it, she's not saying anything. She's not even answering the question. Everything was scripted.
Right.
Everything that she said, she had practiced the night in the month before.
She literally did a bio on herself and then turned around and tried to do a bio on Trump. And then with the killing part, they allowed her to open up her mouth and say, you're going to hear a bunch of lies. You're going to hear about something called Project 2025. Yeah, because you keep bringing it up, shorty.
Exactly.
Then she had an audacity to throw in a Central Park 5 at him. Like,
man, look, something when somebody was a private citizen. What if he brought up your scathing sex life? Can you believe he brought that up? Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Dang, he brought it up.
I was hoping he
would. I would have loved him to bring it up.
I was hoping he would.
He could have just mentioned Willie Brown's name. Willie Brown. Shit. Now what, heifer? Because at the end of the day, man, it's like, you look at that and it's just so coincidental how things happen. Like I done talked to Noobs, and we got to get Noobs' whole opinion on this, because I know he's been holding back, kick back, listening, walking dogs, feeding cats, all type of shit. I get it. You got a life too, shit. So, it's laughable to me that people can see stuff like this, and I'm laughing at their asses, because I'm like, you on a highway to hell. Because how can you even take any type of happiness in the fact that people are trying to kill someone? How? How could you be a party? How could you be a party to a affiliated with a party that is causing rhetoric? You ain't put a gun in nobody's hand, because I got to be fair about this shit. I don't think that the insurrection was Donald Trump's fault, or whatever they want to call it, the rally that ended up getting a little buck wild and shit, and they ended up shooting somebody. And because that's all what it was. It looked crazy as hell, because you had people climbing walls and falling off walls and all time. It looked crazy as hell. Don't get it twisted. But they showed you a piece of it. They showed you what they wanted you to see. They never showed them walking people through there on a guided tour. They never showed any of that. But then they turn around and want to say, oh, he started it and he made them say it, and they eliminated the fact that he said go peacefully and patriotically. He made his statement of what to do and where to go. They wanted him to come speak where they were. He didn't put the shit together, but they try to make it seem like he incited stuff. So if my theory on that is your rhetoric has literally caused for people to want to murder this man.
Mm-hmm.
You call him Hitler. You've called him an existential threat. Ain't gonna be no more elections. He's gonna be a dictator for life. Which I'm like, he in his latter years, I'm like, how much longer do you think life gonna be? Damn. I'm like, it's just certain things that they've done and they've said to cause the Looney Tunes, to get even loonier and think that they can be a hero for the country when it turns out that they end up being the zero. Because the main thing that I can say about this is, just like I said about the first assassination attempt, I believe that God's hands is all over this dude.
Mm-hmm.
I just believe I believe it because I've experienced, things like that in my life myself. So I know it. And it's like, okay, so everything that y'all try to do turn to shit. And even if this dude, like Noob say, I believe this to be true as well. With him having a GoPro camera sitting out there and all of that, he was planning on getting away and having footage. And even if he did get clipped, that footage would have been for life. He would have fucked around and went live and shit, and that would have been it. Whether he got shot or not. But he didn't plan on it, and he had an escape. And that's the amazing thing about it. He was going to try to be the one that got away. That's crazy to me.
Yeah, I totally agree, man. He's definitely being protected by a higher power. And I would implore people to check out what even the minister Louis Farrakhan said. He said the same thing you just said. That man is on a mission from God. He has God's anointing all over him. He's protected.
And see, when black people say that, when black people say stuff like that, and I had to kill him again yesterday with this. I'm like, what does the song "Amazing Grace" say? It said, "Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch, a wretch." Which is in a lot of people's eyes, that's the lowest of the low. You wretched, you a piece of trash. But God has seen fit to save you. So what make you think that he wouldn't save him? Who made you God?
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
When God actually come looking for pieces of shit. Let's just be honest about it. He come and look for you in your lowest point in life. And this man ain't even in his lowest point in life, which lets you know that God got him on this mission. Ain't no way in the hell if he didn't give a damn about nobody but himself. Let's just be honest. The man got an airplane. He could leave this motherfucker and never come back.
Man. And on top of that, the man is of a certain age. He's almost 80 years old. He out here like a whole gangster. He out here like Tupac. He living like he 80 years old, living like Tupac in 1994.
Swear to God, dude. Shit. Straight up.
Or some
I'm talking about on some hit 'em up type shit.
I'm talking about they didn't put this man through the ringer. They didn't use the judicial system to weaponize him. They didn't try to take him out twice. They got the media screwing this, dirtying up his image. How many weapons they said they ain't say? And shout out to Brother Muse when he says this, and it's so true. They said any weapon that form shall not prosper. They didn't say the weapon wasn't gonna form. And we just seen how many different weapons form against this man, and he still stands in unscathed.
Actual weapons to kill you, not prosper, not get the job done. And that's the problem. It's a spiritual, it's good versus evil at this point. We literally in a good versus evil situation in our own country. One thing that I get sick of, man, I get sick of black people talking about racism and all this shit, and they gonna put, you gonna be a slave again. I'm like, no, your ass gonna be a slave again. I'm going to work the next day. Exactly. How about that? How about that?
Make my hustle. Make my money.
Straight up. I'm like, so at the end of the day, you want to talk about all of this bull crap that you think gonna happen because of this man? Why we wasn't slaves 4 years ago? The ones that tried to enslave us all was the ones that was trying to get us to take a vaccine and say, if you don't, you're gonna lose your job. What's that?
Racism has become a distraction at this point.
It's a whole crutch.
Yeah, it's a distraction.
It's a whole crutch at this point. The people that experience racism, the people who experienced real racism was the people who was sitting in their house at night watching TV, and all of a sudden a cross bursts into flames on their lawn.
Mm-hmm.
People who experienced racism was when people in horses rolled up to their shit and said, we want to see your son. Bring him on out now. Because if you don't, we're going to burn this whole house down. Type of shit.
Right.
That's racism. Racism is not being able to get a job because you're black. Not being able to get a house because you're black. All of these things that we don't see in our society anymore. But you want to hang on what people say and telling the truth about the damn truth is racist. They're coming in here and they taking your black ass job. I don't give a damn whether you work in IT, mop a fucking floor, or you an executive, or you change fucking oil, or you do roofs, drywall, whatever. If it's a hustle out there and they bringing people into your neighborhood, they fucking with your hustle.
Exactly.
Yeah, thanks.
That's the whole
wrong
shit. They fucking with your hustle. So don't give me that stupid shit when we got black colleges, we got the black dollar, we got black pride
businesses, we got
businesses,
black HBCUs, black schools.
The NAACP and all this stuff, and you want to get hung up because somebody said they coming in here and they taking black jobs, they taking Hispanic jobs, and they taking union jobs. Once again, you ain't listening to a man in context. Problems. And I ain't with it. You know, y'all know I ain't going. I'm not going for the BS at all. Like I said, ever since the moment that did Michael Avenatti opened up his dumb ass mouth and said 90% of it is bullshit, it always is. I know these fools on bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's Nika right there, blessed girl.
Oh yeah, come on in, Miss Blessed Girl. I mean, it's a little hot in the kitchen, but I'll turn the eyes down a little bit for you. You know, just come on in, talk to me if you will.
Hey, you know, they say what goes around is gonna come around.
Mm-hmm. Brother Muse, sir. What's up?
Greetings, distinguished panel, and everybody in the chat family. Blessings, peace, and grace to everybody. How's everybody doing?
What's going on?
Yeah. Forgive me, Muse. I'm hot tonight. They done disturbed the man again. But go ahead. Yeah. Get me together, man.
I've been doing some things. So wait. Bring me up to speed, Brother Jeff.
Man, well, peace and blessings to you first, brother. What we discussing tonight, courtesy of Provoke Thoughts, the second assassination attempt on the former president, Donald Trump, and we're looking at it from many different lenses, including something that I know that you can speak from, that you specialize in a spiritual lens, because this man, not only being of a certain age, has endured a lot of atrocities and weapons being formed against him, real life weapons, not only objective weapons. In the judicial system, weapons have been formed against him. In the media, weapons have been formed against him. In actual real life weapons have been formed against him, trying to take this man's life. And I quote Louis Farrakhan that said that this man is on a mission from God and he is protected. So I'll let you go from there, brother, just to bring you up to speed of what we're talking about.
Okay. Let me say that I'm not going to unpack this because it's going to take a lot to unpack it, but I'm going to say this. I think, as Solomon once said, there's nothing new under the sun. Pac made a statement that his elders, Matulu and all of them got together and they looked at America through their lens and the atrocities that our community was suffering and other communities as well. So they got together and wanted to form what they call the Third Code, which was an acronym of what they view as the conditions that America is currently in and what she's suffering. You know what I mean? And the events, you know what I mean, that led up to that, and the evidence of them. So they put a code together called Thug Life as an acronym. The hate you gave little infants F everyone. So their thought process was America. This is what you have been guilty of, and this is what you have created. Now, this is something you have to be responsible for and take ownership for what you have done. However, the wicked heart of individuals struck freely, the word says, when those vilest of men or these leaders are in high places. So you get a result of what you see. So if you're back on this point, and I re-engage, let everybody digest that. If you go back to the Roman Emperor Constantine, who's a pagan emperor, wasn't a Christian, wasn't a believer, no believing God, none of that, but thought, how can he merge the world of paganism and all of that, everything that was against God, and then try to get the state as well and try to merge it and intermingle them together. So what I'm saying, I believe if you look at history, if you look at Babylonian kingdom, if you look at Greece, if you look at Medo Persia, that kingdom, if you look at the papacy, if you look at those events and see why those kingdoms and those leaders failed, I think it will give us a glimpse of what we're seeing today. You know what I mean? You got this side and that side. I believe, as though you may see they may be enemies, I believe it will take a miracle. It will take a miracle for that new world order under one government, for them to come and merge. The individuals from all walks of faith, no matter what you are. If there's nothing new under the sun, and if you look at these previous kingdoms, then America, even the Minister Farrakhan said it a number of times, how America is suffering for what she has done. You know what I mean? Her days are numbered. So anyone you see that's trying to bring us back to what we were, as Big Mama was talking about, whatever your belief system is, there's something just ain't right in our government, in our leadership, in our climate. Something just ain't right. When we get back on when you see a full press of everything that's good and decent, and something is pushing away from that, that's very alarming. And I think it's an indication. Let's go back in history, see if we see any connection, anything that's similar. You know what I mean? So I know that was a lot, but I yield back.
No, man, that was actually pretty good. You know what I noticed, man? When you get to talking, don't nobody interrupt you. Shit. you be able to get yours in because it's such a profound, thought process, man. And I always appreciate you coming on and giving that to the people, man, because it's necessary. It's rooted in truth and in spirit. Now, one of the things, man, that I've been saying, man, since the first assassination attempt is that we saw in real time divine intervention. It just so happened that he pulled up a chart that he pulled up at the end of his speeches in the beginning. And I done watched back some of his debates, and it's true. It comes up at the end or middle, never in the very beginning. And it's never on his right-hand side. It's always on his left. So just imagine if it was an inversion of just what he was looking at, it would have been ridiculous. We would have saw something that no man, woman, or child should have saw on live TV. It was a point in that. It was a reason why all of the networks who never, ever, 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 ever stream his lives was streaming that day. It's a reason for all of that. You can love a man, you can hate a man, but you can't sit up here and marvel in devilment that comes against anybody. I don't care how much you hate them, how much you dislike them. I could dislike somebody for real, but not want to see him dead. What the hell Donald Trump done did to you that make you want to wish him dead? He ain't came in your house and screwed your woman.
That part.
He ain't took no money from you. He ain't slapped your mama. Hell, for the petty niggas, for the petty ones, he ain't stepped on your Jordans. Period. There's nothing for you to be mad at this man about. You have to think about it. He is still, whether they want to act like he's not or whatever, this man is a billionaire. This man rides around in a jet. If he wanted to, he could pack up his shit and be gone somewhere. And he could say, screw all of you. Screw you all. I'm done with it. They done tried to shoot me twice. Y'all good? I'm good. I'll holler at y'all. I'll be somewhere on the island. So when they blow this thing up, I'm so far away, I wouldn't even know what the hell happened. If he was all about himself, as they say.
Hey, bro, let's pin that right there, what you just said. And on top of that, let's talk about, the heart of a man that would put his life on the line for his country in the spirit of patriotism that is being displayed in front of us in real time. All of these so-called profound black politicians, celebrities that turned their backs on this man. I mean, done nothing beat a cross but a double cross. We see a Oprah Winfrey that was in love with this man. I mean, I'm just saying, like Jesse Jackson, them funded this man's campaign. Y'all were great friends. Al Sharpton, all of these so-called black leaders that turned their backs on this man as soon as he ran for president. Never, like you said, never did nothing to him. They were friends, close friends. He gave them money. He started a lot of people businesses. And to see your friend being targeted, life almost snatched away from him twice, and you don't have no type of human empathy within you to say that, no, as Americans, we do not stand for this. How embarrassing for us to be a nation that see our a former president almost being assassinated twice, not even in a 6-month time frame. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is like the sign of weakness to other leaders in other nations. That
and
we would want to.
It's unprecedented.
Go ahead, brother, my bad.
It's unprecedented. No one's ever seen this before. You go ahead.
It's crazy, bro. And on top of that, all the man is trying to do is the right thing by the people. You go on his website,
right.
They try to paint the man to have this 2025 thing or whatever, but clear as day, he has Agenda 47 with not only the policy listed, but he has a video for each policy. He's very detailed. Like you said, I'm an open book. If you go to my website, you could read everything. And if you go there and I would see it, you research what I'm telling you, you can see exactly what his plan is laid out for you. You go to Kamala Harris' website, you don't see none of that. You don't see it's hid in plain sight. Which one would you have more? A transparent president? Or would you want someone that has to hide their agenda? Someone that has to come on television to do a debate on that is leaning in their direction, that has a scripted answer for every question. It's simple and plain. I yield back.
Jeff, help me out. Help me out, brother Cluck. Help me out. I want you to keep flowing. You the one who seems to be the expert in this particular field by you understanding the music industry. Just you got your hands, you know what I mean. You done paid some. You really got it out the mud. And so walk with me. I'm just gonna ask a simple question, and you just take it how you want to take it. Anybody can join in.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna yes, but I'm still gonna be on the same thing we're talking about. Those of us who know, forget the naysayers about gang banging. It was this person that shot him, you know, Orlando or keep it. Forget all of that. Mm-hmm. Why was Tupac Amaru Shakur, when he opened his mouth, how did that get attention to leaders over nation? Then he hadn't even laid out his plan of how he was going to navigate and do the things he's going to do. What made him such a threat that presidents single you out? That you got other artists talk about a whole lot more stuff worse than you, that you ain't got to never talk about your stuff. They got some stuff you can so not sensitive. But that's okay. What is it about when you talk? What are you saying? That in Berkeley University, and I don't know the percentage of it, but I think it's a high percentage of students that may be Caucasian. I think African American. I think there's Hispanic age. I think it's a mixture of a lot. You know what I mean? Who are studying your lyrics and your poetry and has made it a part of their language art department, their curriculum. What sets you apart that we all know that he did not do what they locked him up for? For those who can see. All the research and the interviews. What was about you that was such a threat that what you got locked up for almost 5 years, which your original sentence was forcibly touching the buttock? Come on, man. Come on.
Locked up
Come on, man.
So the reason why
to the political arena when we're trying to address our needs and our concerns, and why we are always silent. So whenever, like Brother Crux always said, now you're back on this point, J. Edgar Hoover said himself, and he denied it, the rise of any black messiah or anyone associated with that, I might add, must be annihilated. That's serious.
Absolutely.
I yield back.
Man, and you know what? That's absolutely correct, because when they see you as a threat, they see you as a threat. And it's not necessarily a threat to the establishment. It's a threat to their livelihood and well-being. You know, one thing that people have to not get it twisted about is that self-preservation is the very first law of nature. And when people feel like they're going to lose, whether they're on the good side or the bad side, desperation comes into play. Now, people don't even realize that recently, since that damn debate, polls done came out to show how people feel about her stance on the economy, and it ain't good.
Yeah.
Okay? It ain't good. You polling people that can get you the results that make her look good, that you think you're going to discourage people. The polls, to me, ain't shit but a mind game.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, you got to get up off your ass and you got to go vote.
Oh, I'm going to them polls. Trust me.
You got to get up off of your ass and do it. He was down apparently 17% in the polls against Hillary Clinton. How did that shit turn out?
Right.
I mean, let's just be honest.
Who was the governor that President Trump, what's the term, Brother Cook, that he, what's that order that the president can do? When he pardon, I think the word is pardon. Who was the governor here in Illinois, a former governor of Illinois, that he pardoned, that they gave 14 years to? I believe that, if I correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I got the number correct, 14 years for just talking about what if he would do. Just something that ain't nothing to do with breaking no policies or nothing like that. That was personal.
And you know what? The
we know who the governor is. I think those who in the area, Illinois, Chicago area, all that, y'all know who the governor is. That he's part of.
Y'all get that together. Let me see. I might have to go ahead and do a little quick search on that. News, you still with us, man?
Yeah, man, I'm here. I'm listening.
You just hanging out.
Yeah, I've been in and out. I got we have some family that's passing through and that sort of deal. And
okay. Handle your business, man. At least you're here. If you need to comment, you know where we at. We ain't going nowhere.
Man.
We right here. We ain't going nowhere for the next 15 minutes or so. That's how that
Rob Blagojevich is the former governor of Illinois. Now, Brother Crux, us through and help us understand after Brother Pope makes his comment. Help us understand. Do you see any correlation to how Rob Blagojevich was done, how the late Tupac Amaru Shakur was done, how the President Trump has been done? And I would end it by saying the industry, as well as they're doing, and Crux, you could probably speak to it. Just me saying this, and I probably would need Jay Rock to help me, but I think I can handle it. Just me saying it. Just me saying this. Wonderful art. They in their own lane. You got some good integrity artists that do anything. They're trying to go independent. They're going independent. The industry trying to put away. They're trying to keep music alive. But I dare say, without Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, the artist you used to know it, the industry has been crippled. And it is bleeding and hurting without this man's influence and presence. And how did all that tie back into what we see in this politics? That's really politics is important. I ain't well versed in the area, but it's real important because it mess with your everyday life and your lineage and your family. That's how important it is. I yield back.
Well, I can piggyback on that by saying what I've been saying this whole damn time. It's all connected, man. It's all locked in and connected together. Why do you think that right after that debate, Taylor Swift gives her endorsement? Why do you think that the following Monday on The View, Usher was up in there giving a half-ass endorsement? I don't know who he gonna really vote for, to be honest with you. But he did say that it's people's choice, which makes sense. He ain't gonna sit up there with them cackling hens dogging out a man.
No,
you know
that's what they want him to do.
That's what they want for him to do. You know, he probably said he was endorsing the Kamala to keep them off his ass because he knew where he was. He knew where he was sitting at. If he had said I'm endorsing Trump, they would have pounced on him. And that's a fact. We know it. If we know it, he know it. Yeah, sure. And I think that's what happens. I think that's what happens when people call people on these polls. They know good and damn well that if they say they vote for Trump, they might get. They ain't no telling what the hell happened next.
Well, and that's the thing about it. It's like, why is there so much? One would have to ask themselves, why is there so much resistance for this man? You know, to be. You know, anytime the media has this much resistance towards an event, it should raise your antennas. It's a catch to it. Anytime that they do this, just like with Muse when he was speaking about Pac, and the rise of a Black Messiah, and J. Edgar Hoover putting that into play, there's a threat to whatever they're trying to establish. And the status quo that Trump poses a threat to, the bureaucrats, unlisted politicians that are, you know, Trump is the only president that did not accept that $400,000 salary.
Right.
So he's not bought and paid for to a degree. Go ahead, my bad.
No, he was laughing at what you were saying.
Walk with that. Walk with that.
And you know what the thing about
they'll take you out. I'm sorry, brother. Bro. They'll take you out, man. You know what that speaks volumes? Anybody else would have done it.
You sound like you're underwater, man.
Just because he wanted to put in power. But he turned it down. Now, I don't have no strings on you. You know what I'm saying? How that brother Luke said, I didn't make them back to deal. I didn't go in the room. A lot of them, they can't say nothing, man. They didn't went in the back room that made them deal. They made it old. They'll take your life, man, and wipe your whole family out before they let you ever do anything like that. That's how serious this stuff is.
Yeah, definitely.
It's demons, bro. It's demons influence leadership. That's what it is. America is dangerous for what you have done to this country.
And back when you were saying music about R. Kelly, man, you know the industry is getting that karma.
Yeah, I apologize, y'all. I had I kicked my router cord, and it did some bullshit, but I'm back.
Yeah.
But you know, like I said, it's just amazing to me. You know, that. Oh, go ahead.
Do you see any connection with the former governor Rob Blagojevich, President Trump scenario, Brother Kelly scenario? Did you hear about the lady? Help me out, Brother Crux. The mayor out there, I think it's in Dalton, where they went in and searched her home.
Tiffany Hedges.
Claim, and I want to say religious, because religious and Christian, two different things.
Right. It should never be merged, but
it's two different things.
Man, they found so much money. Woo, man. Shucks. Oh, she was stacking.
Oh, yeah.
She was stacking. See, that's okay.
Yeah. But when you're a Christian, you hold certain values. Certain things ain't gonna fly. But us as black people, we accepted, you know, having gay pastors in our church.
Gay pastors.
You know, choir directors. Out in the flamboyant and out in the open.
Yep.
And you can't be one side and the other. You know, you can't, especially when you that deep off up in it. So now we got this, and you got all of this acceptance and shit. And and truth be told, a lot of this craziness does adversely affect at a higher number black communities. It just does. You know, when you sit here and you talking about, you know, inclusion, and then you include and then allow for a community to supersede you as if they were an actual race, and they woke up with you know, gay skinned it, and you know, because I wake up dark skinned it every day. I can't change it. Noobs wake up probably as white as a damn sheet. I don't know, shit, you know. But at the end of the damn day, we wake up as who we are as far as our melanated content. But at the end of the day, we are people first. We're people before we even black, before we even white. And what people need to understand is that they talk about Donald Trump being divisive, but I hear race come out of these people's mouth more than anything. Anything. And it's like, how can you possibly sit here and run your mouth talking about, oh, he's racist, this and that, and all you ever talk about is race? You want to bring abortion to every state, but the people that are getting the most abortions are those in the black community, where you should be teaching contraception and protection and venereal diseases and what you can catch from some nasty person. This is what we're missing. We missing out on the education. So you mean to tell me that you can have a drunken night of passion and decide that you want to kill a baby, but then you can have a drunken night of passion, decides you want to keep a baby that the man don't want, but the man on the hook for the shit because you decided it's your decision, but I got to pay for it either way. Either way. I ain't heard too many women going paying for their own abortions. The father usually do that. Am I lying? Am I lying?
Yeah, I think
I'm not lying.
Yeah,
so either way, you on the hook. And it's crazy to me because you have laws out here that say if you shoot a woman and you kill her and the baby, no matter what trimester that baby in, you charge for double murder. Why she ain't charged with single murder? Why? Now, health of the mother, sexual molestation, incest, and all of that. Those are the rules that I stand by. Yes, those are the misnomers and the situations that I can see. And it's like, okay, you can do that. But all of this, oh, I got too drunk and I forgot to take my birth control. Shit, I can't make that excuse if I forget to put the condom on. I can't. So when it comes to all this, it's a lot of hypocrisy in the whole thing involving babies. Instead of you trying to lock men up for child support, why don't you have a job program for this dude to go to where he can get paid and take care of his kid instead of locking him up, taking his license to where he can't even go get a job? Why? Why is it so skewed in different directions? So that abortion thing is probably the dumbest thing to me on the ballot.
Yeah.
To me.
It really is, man. And you know, you're right, bro, because that's all it's about with the Democrats. Abortion.
Killing babies.
Killing cats, dogs, all type of shit.
Right. Because you know they're eating the cats and eating the dog.
Oh yeah, that part. Yeah, that's another sign.
Let the real talk. You know, you certain Chinese restaurants you don't go to because you know what they cook. And that's not being funny. That's just being real. Because I grew up in Gary, Indiana, and it was a spot that they told me as a kid, "Don't you carry your ass over there." And then I went over there and I saw something look like a dead cat hanging out there, a bleed drying out, so they can go ahead and make whatever soup they was gonna make or whatever for the day. Shit, the cultures are different, and you can't knock nobody. People eat stuff that we think is horrible or we have as pets. People eat horse.
Yeah.
People eat venison. So what make you think that somebody don't see a delicious cat and want to eat the cat?
Some of them even eat fried snakes.
I mean, I've eaten fried alligator. It's absolutely freaking delicious. It's crazy is how good that shit is. I'm like, they've been keeping this shit from us. They down in Louisiana getting it in. But you can't buy none now under these Biden-Harris prices, and that's for damn sure. But we're going to go ahead and end this tonight. It's been a good one, man. It's been a real good live. Less video, more talk. Noob's been hanging with his family, but he's been, I'm sure, looking at us and making sure that we're doing the right thing. You know, I ain't seen no messages in the private chat, so it's all good. I want to thank you, Jeff. I want to thank Denzel, Muse Black, man. I appreciate you. Yellow Beezy. Everybody that came in the chat, I saw some new faces. Of course, you know, I want to make another shout out to my man Jeff and make sure that you go over there. Voices for the Voiceless. He talks about a myriad of things, man. He makes sure that we are informed. You know, I'm a little bit more raw. You know, he makes sure that, you know, it's something that I guess, you know, maybe a teenager might be able to watch every now and then, you know what I'm saying? But don't bring your kids around him, okay? Because we finna keep it real. Keep it real. That's what we do. And like I said, I love you, Miss Blessed Girl. I was checking you out over there, y'all on point. I appreciate everything that y'all doing. Anybody who's in the sound of my voice, man, make sure you go over to Voices for the Voiceless, like, share, and subscribe to their wonderful channel. Like I said, I appreciate y'all, brothers, man. For getting up on here with me, man. We'll get up in here. I'm sure the news strand gonna cause me to get out here. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that y'all protect y'all dogs and cats. And God, please protect Donald Trump. Protect that man. Yes. We need that man. We need him to be doing his thing in office, handling his business, man. And on that note, man, we out of here. Love y'all to death, man. I appreciate you. We're going to chop it up in the group chat later on, I'm sure. Y'all going to have something to say for the most part. Noobs, hang around for me. All y'all, man, be cool. I'll holler.
How long before we start up the movement? How long we gon' keep letting them do us? How long before we start up the movement? How long we gon' keep letting them do us? How long before we say fuck this piece shit and grab them clappers? How long before we lose our voices shouting Black Lives Matter? How long we gon' keep letting them disrespect our president? How long we gon' keep letting them terrorize our residents? I'm sick of this shit. It's word to Bernie Mac. How long before we police ourselves, take our own streets back? How long for Uncle Tom here and hate on this shit? How long before they take a shot at me for making this shit? How long I gotta wait for justice for Josiah Shaw? How long we gotta fake it till we can take it and whack 'em all? How long we not gonna make these youngers pull their pants up? How long we gonna keep letting them shoot us down with our hands up? How long we gonna keep killing our own and making these streets hot? How long will what I say to you stay with you when the beat stop? How long's your attention span? How long you watch the news? You ain't down to shake shit up with the rebels for the cause? I ain't talking to you.